I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm not used to doing get ready with me. This is my first one. I'm trying really hard to look at you and not the viewfinder. So, you know, just give your girl some grace, okay? So we're getting ready. Actually, hold that thought. I need to get my phone so I can make sure I'm keeping an eye on the time. All right, y'all, so I'm back. So we are going to do just a quick little beat. I am feeling like some streetwear vibes today. Like, I got my vintage sweater on. I got my little head wrap, and I'm planning to wear some like funky glasses. So we're going to do just a quick lightweight beat because I'm just going to see my friend. We're cool, you know, there's no need to put on. Like, honestly, I'm doing this because these days I just feel like, can I just talk to y'all? Like, I don't even really want to show products and stuff, but I will put everything that I use down below. But I guess I should say what I'm using. So, you know, I'm using the NYX Away We Glow drops and the 100% pure mattifying primer, and I mix these together and I kind of concentrate it like on my forehead and my T-zone, and then I just mix the rest into the rest of my face. So what I was saying was, I feel like, you know, these days I just feel like every time I leave the house it's an occasion. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe people are wearing makeup at home, but I feel like most people are like not even wearing makeup all like that. So it's just kind of like, when you go out, it's like it's an event. It's an event, and you are getting cute, even though like you just run into the grocery store. And honestly, I used to get cute to go to the grocery store, and now I feel like I can't even be bothered to do that anymore. I just don't have time. So I'm about to put my base, rub my base together, and just kind of rub this into my face, and I'll show you. Was I mix quite a few things. Well, I kind of try to focus this in the center of my face, although it's pretty light. I mean, I'm not wearing anything like full coverage by any means, but focus it on the center of my face, but then also kind of blend out towards the edges of my face, because that's really where more of my problem areas are. I don't really have a whole lot of issues in the center of my face, really. It's more like my cheeks and stuff. Let me show you what that was. So I have this Dr. Jart beauty balm, so BB cream, and then I mix in this Studio Sculpt foundation by MAC. That's actually too dark for me, but this is too light for me, so that's why I mix these together. And also this has SPF in it, so usually for my daytime looks I feel like that's preferable, but I feel like it's too gray, just the natural color is, so I like mixing in the LA Girl. So this is like a yellow corrector that I mix in, and then this is a random essence that I got at TJ Maxx. It's a sensitive C10 mild daily care essence by V Proof. Yeah, I just mix a serum like thing into my foundation just because I feel like it gives me a more skin like light. It shears it out, and I'm just not a full coverage person. I don't know, it's just not, it's not me. I think if I knew how to do it right to not look cakey, like, because even when I feel like I'm doing full coverage, it is not full coverage. Like, I just like a more dewy, glossy vibes thing, even though I don't have glossy skin. I like to pretend that I do. So now I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewind concealer. I think everybody and their mama knows what this concealer is. Come on, focus. There we go. So I do go a little bit more generous with my concealer just because I feel like I don't really use a whole lot of my base, so I just kind of like to be a little bit more generous with that. So I'm gonna take that and I blend that in. So yeah, I just kind of felt like anytime I'm leaving the house, it's an occasion and I should look cute. Now I'm going on a date, which these days is very few. That's gonna have to be a whole nother video talking about dating woes, because since we out here, we trying, but I just feel like what I'm looking for and what I need is so rare. And I don't fault dudes that they're like, okay, that ain't me. Like, I can't fault them for that, right? If it's not you, it's not you. But like, it can be difficult when you feel like you try to be, and I really hope, I'm not trying to offend nobody, like, to each their own. When you were super upfront with people about, this is so gross, y'all. I don't even want to show you. It's the Ruby Kisses 3D face creator. I don't even want to show y'all. This look like, you can't really see how dirty it is. You know, we having dirty makeup and we be trying to play like it's not. But sis, like, you know, your makeup did not look that perfect and clean, okay? I mean, I feel like every now and then I do try to wipe it off to make sure that I'm not looking like extra like grody. But I know as a black woman, because your stuff has pigment, like your stuff is about to be like a little bit grungy looking, am I right? I mean, every black girl, when I be getting ready with my friends, their makeup be looking all brown and stuff. It's like, it's okay, sis. This is the truth of the matter. Anyway, what I was saying was, I don't fault anybody for like saying, okay, you know, that's not for me. That's not what I want to do. That's fine. But like, when you try to be super upfront, because the things that I want, I'm super upfront about, because I'm doing intentional dating and I'm not trying to waste my time or anybody else's. I'm really upfront about, you know, this is what I'm about. For me, in certain situations where you do that and then it's like, well, actually, I thought I could change you or change your mind or make you ease up on some of your convictions. It's like, no. no, that's not what we're doing over here. So you can see that just gives you like a light, kind of like bronzy, whatever going on. So it's just like a light, brings a little bit more color back. It's cool, you know, and I'm not even mad at that person, you know. I still care for that person that expresses it like, you know, this just ain't for me, you know. And I'm just like, that's cool. It's just something for me to be cognizant of, because for me it's like, okay, I need to be more, I'm sorry y'all, this is the Revlon Photo Ready Instafix highlighting stick, and I just feel like it gives a nice, sorry, my friend is texting me, I want to make sure I'm not missing it. She's trying to hit up North Star and I'm like, I feel like North Star is still canceled, sis. I tried to get the whole story before I like hit, because I feel like cancel culture can kind of be ridiculous at times, and I feel like it's just like, it just makes it seem like there's no redemption and like that's it forever and no forgiveness. And you know, you can forgive people and you still don't mess with them like that. That doesn't mean you have to reconcile. Forgiveness to me is not reconciliation. Those are two totally different things. But anyways, sometimes I like cancel culture. Can we talk? Cancel culture can take things too far. But I believe this situation with North Star was some black girl was being called racial slurs. She was being very much disrespected by these patrons who were not asked to leave. I believe this was the case. And then they were still giving a police discount, and this was when everything was going on, and it kind of seemed like, okay, like y'all are more in support of the police than us, so you're canceled. So yeah, this was the Laura Mercier loose setting powder glow, and this was in medium deep. And I love this because it kind of, you know, it helps mattify, but you still get like the glowiness, right? And that's what I'm going for. So yeah, they're kind of, I don't know, sis. I'm about to text her back before I get into that. Here comes another grody thing. Please y'all, don't judge me. So I use like Neutrogena soap, and I have it in this soap dish, and it's grody, y'all. But it's like that clear, like that orange clear Neutrogena soap, and I just like spray it with some water, and I use that to prime my brows. What am I talking about? You have to be true to yourself at the end of the day. and I just, even though it's hard and I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick in the moment, I have to trust. I have to trust. Like, I know what my worth is, and I'm not going to, and I don't want to call it settle. For so long, I got used to choosing other people and how they felt really overrode everything that I wanted, because, you know, I was just like, as long as they're happy, that's all that matters to me. This is the e.l.f. It doesn't have a name on it, but I believe this is the e.l.f. Something like lock and seal brow. I don't know if it's a gel or they could say it's a pomade, but it's like the e.l.f. version of the Anastasia pomade, I feel like. So let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So I take the soap and I prime my brow, and then I go in with this, and I kind of focus it more on the arch and the tail. But yeah, I feel like I spent so much time accommodating other people, trying to bend over backwards and give people everything that they want, you know, even if it means my boundaries are being violated. And I'm getting to the point where it's not even necessary that I'm like, I'm worthy and and I know that I'm worthy, but like, it's less about that and more about like, okay, fake it till you make it, sis.
Okay, let's pause. So remember earlier when I said that sometimes, you know, we as Black women, we have grody looking stuff up in our makeup collection. Well, this mirror that I'm about to pull up, sis, you know, it's great. It's perfect for doing your brows. It's a nice little rectangle. You can get all up close and personal with it. But I've had it for a long time, and it's grody, sis. It's grody. But please don't come for your girl. You know, she will do better next time. But this is where we're at today. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to the video.
Putting your foot down and saying no and refusing something, even if you low-key want that too, for the sake of, you know, your morals and values, like, you have to stay true to that. And I feel like being my authentic self is something I mentioned in my first video, is you know, I'm trying to live life more authentically, and I feel like I can't, so I'm trying to make sure I'm kind of showing what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like doing these strokes. I mean, this is y'all, for real, if y'all want a tutorial, please let me know, but this is just a get ready with me, and I only got 30 minutes, so I'm almost done, but I'm trying to be on time. I have to be the same person in every room, and you know, that's hard, because you know, you have to fight your flesh sometimes, and you know, the desires of your heart can be sorely influenced by your flesh, and you know, it's hard out here. But I know that at the end of the day, I'm hoping that and I'm trusting. Let me say this, because I went to therapy yesterday, and my therapist talked about doing this. I'm not gonna spew negativity to myself. You know, I believe that there's someone out there that realizes my worth and can fully recognize that worth and be willing to do what is required to be with me, because slowly but surely am recognizing how worthy I am. And if other people can't recognize that, or they choose themselves, you know, I'm beginning to choose me again. And you know, people are getting salty about it. People have had slick stuff to say. I know I'm looking crazy right now, just give me a second. People have had slick stuff to say, and like, because I'm having more boundaries around my time, and I'm not just letting any and everybody fill up my calendar, I need that space. I need that space to really and truly know where I'm at, like know where K's at, and it's K okay. Because I think oftentimes we find ourselves trying to make sure everybody else is okay, and then like maybe we'll see about ourselves 20 years later, after we raised 2 and 3 or 4 kids and did all the everything for everybody else, and then we're left sitting there like, well, what happened to me? Who am I? I recognize that low-key happened to me. You know, I didn't have kids or anything. I could praise the Lord for the rest of my life for the fact that I didn't bring children into a toxic situation that, while it may have seemed one way on the surface, you know, there was other things that were going on beneath. And I know that I'm saying a lot of things that are like cryptic or whatever, but I'm trying to respect people, and I'm just talking, you know, we're just chit-chatting, you know, chit-chatty, get ready with me. So yeah, I'm being a little bit cryptic, but you know, I'm not trying to go into too much detail at the moment. I'm thankful that I didn't bring kids into that situation and go 40 years not really knowing who I was and who it is that I want to be, losing myself in a role. And I think that's what I was also talking about earlier, is that sometimes you really lose yourself when you get caught up in someone. I've been there, done that, bought a t-shirt, and I'm not trying to go back to that. Really taking that time to really center myself and understand who I am, and not be booking up my schedule 24/7. And yes, I said 24/7 because that's what I used to do. It was just like I would find hours in the day that weren't even there, and would be trying to make sure that, you know, I met with everybody and I was cool with everybody. And I love people, I really do, but like when I did that, I was losing sight of myself again, and I didn't even know what was going on inside me, because, you know, I had really experienced a traumatic thing in my life. And when, you know, that relationship ended, and I really needed to like take a second and be like, okay sis, like what's up? Sometimes, I don't know for anybody else, but I know for me, I can use relationships to numb pain. Does anybody relate to that? Like, if you relate to that, please comment down below. Sometimes, this is the Sales Booster XL Lancome mascara primer, lash primer. There's so many times where we can, I'm not even gonna play with y'all, like I don't know if I'm great at multitasking. I think maybe I should just like next time what I'll do is I'll put everything down in the description box and just tell y'all to look there, so I don't keep losing my train of thought. But in an effort to not just say, okay, well this is a lost cause, I'm going to keep filming this and I'm going to try to post it. Because if I don't post something, I'm going to post nothing, because I'm going to get in my head about it and make it a big deal and act like I have to be perfect, and I don't. You know, after you go through a traumatic relationship, it's good to give yourself time. I know that people like to jump right into stuff, but I'm so thankful that I didn't do that, just for the simple fact that I need to really recognize, and I think I was, oh, I'm sorry y'all, and I think I was saying that before, like I think oftentimes we can be so quick to look at what, okay, well this person did this to me. Even if you did go through a traumatic relationship, which I did, that doesn't mean that there's nothing that you can learn from that in terms of you, because I can't at the end of the day go back and tell that person, it's not my place to tell that person, oh, you are XYZ. Like, that person has moved on, they're living their life, and you know, good for them. At the end of the day, I have to live with me, and I have to deal with my own self day to day, and I want to have a firm grasp on my areas where I need growth, and I need the Lord to come in and really mold me and shape me into the person that I need to be. I can't be responsible for, you know, how other people decide to live their life, but I have to be responsible for how I live my life. And so giving all my time away and trying to pretend like everything's cool and kosher, when like, no sis, like you went through trauma and you need to deal with that. And in the same way that I'm like, I don't want to bring a child into a relationship that I know is not right. Like, even though I didn't know at the time that, you know, it wasn't quite right, there was just something in my spirit that's like, no, I'm not going to bring a child into this. And I feel like in the same way, I'm not going to the man that I want, the man that I desire, the husband that I desire, I don't want to bring him into my house and my stuff is all over the place and I'm a mess. Like I want to take the necessary time to put myself back in order. I just feel like for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but it was a suggestion of a pastor at my church that was pastoring me through what I was going through. Like, you know, take a year. Take a year and really focus on yourself and your healing and getting back to yourself. Because I was not myself. After what went down, it was like I lost myself in that role, in that idea of, and it really was an idol in my life of being this wife, and my identity was rooted in that. I prayed a dangerous prayer and the Lord really shook that up and was like, you're my daughter first. And I'm going to have to take away the things that, and I asked him to. I said, Lord, take whatever needs to be removed from my life away from me so that I can really walk in the fullness of the calling that you have on my life. And one of those things was a relationship I was in. You pray those type of prayers and you don't really think like, okay, Lord, you're not going to take that. Like, you're going to take other stuff. But no, he went for that because he's, I don't know if you've heard that song, Reckless Love of God. He can be reckless and relentless when it comes to coming for his children. He definitely was relentless in his pursuit of me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for how he rescued me. But again, I can't, you know, leave it there. I have to continue to examine and to be aware and to not ever let myself get back to that point of like, oh, well, I'm just gonna do all this and pretend and lose myself in this relationship and be like, oh yeah, like this is cool. Like, no, it's not. There can be this scarcity mindset that, oh, well, you know, this is a real good man. It's like I can't let him go because how many more fine brothers that are successful and intelligent are gonna come past my way? And it's like, you know, I don't have to have everyone, but I just need the one that's for me. And even if, again, I'm not trying to spew negativity on myself, but you know, maybe that's not it for me, and that's fine. Like, honestly, I'm kind of at the point where like, and God is still working on me with this, but I just want God's best. We can say and formulate in our minds, oh, I just want a husband and I just want a man, Lord, and just bless me with a good man. And whatever he may have for me may be so much greater than that. What he might have in store might be exponentially better than anything that I could have asked for myself. And so I'm just trying to be open. Like, one of the things my therapist said yesterday was like, you don't have to be okay with everything. You just need to be obedient to what the Lord is doing. And you can be like, Lord, you know, this sucks. Lord, this is not what I wanted for myself. And that's fine. And so I'm trying to really rest in that it's okay that, you know, I do desire marriage again. Did I just let that slip? I did. Yeah, I do desire marriage, and I want that. If that's what God has for me, great. And I'm going, at this juncture, I'm going to believe him for that, but I'm also going to pray for his will. I'm going to pray for his will at the end of the day, because ultimately that's his best. Whatever his best is, whatever his will is that's what I want. And I want to keep saying that until I wholeheartedly believe it. I'm probably at like 51%, but it's still a majority. I'm walking in that, and I'm believing God for the best being represented in my life, well, in whatever way, shape, or form he chooses to bring it. All right, y'all. I got about 10 minutes, so let me hurry up and accessorize, and I'll show you my outfit. So I'm debating if I should wear like these black hoops. So I also have, they're in my makeup drawer. I also have these. So this is like, I believe this is a symbol that represents strength. love and versatility, I believe, or at least strength and versatility. And I feel like it's a vibe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Cause like the black hoops, they're cute or whatever, but that's like, this is like, I just feel like I'm feeling my roof, like, you know. Okay, all right, y'all, so I'm running out of daylight, but this is a head wrap I got from the thrift store, actually Volunteers of America. These clear glasses I got from the beauty supply store for like $6. These earrings I got from Etsy. I can try to link that down below. Thrifted this sweater, has a hole in it. I think it gives it character. Oh, I have this wild Fable like oversized denim jacket from Target. I'm wearing my Everlane skinny jeans. These are the ankle version, and these are my, I want to say these are my Poetic Justice boots, because I actually bought them for that as a Halloween costume, but I think they're pretty cute and they're comfy too. So yes, this is my fit. We're going street style today. All right, hey y'all. So my camera wanted to die, so we're gonna film our outro on the phone. I'm so glad I got a new phone. This is making me look extra smooth though, y'all. I don't know, filters, but I'm blessed. I'm thankful. Yes, yes, skin. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all, and I didn't know I was gonna get into all that stuff, but that's the beauty of an organic get ready with me, where you just happen to share your testimony in small portion. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Again, I really appreciate y'all. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment down below if you like videos like this. If you don't like videos like this, what you want to see from me, just let me know. But other than that, until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye, y'all.